So, welcome back to the Norbert Castle Hotel. This is the Bapto 2019 team final. Team from Normans, and they're playing a team from McGuinness Sports Bar, McGuinness Slack Rackers. The final will be officiated by Brian Moss. So, without further ado, we'll get these matches underway. You can see the trophy there. This is what they're playing for. I think about 1,500 quid as well, I think it is, for the team winners. Both players there shaking hands. Aaron Davis in the pink and Ryan Brook in red. And that's yours, Reggie.
Wages, wages. I love wages.
So, well, you could probably hear.
Andy Appleton. I won't.
Hang on a minute, Reggie. Hang on a minute.
Andy, don't worry.
Yeah, Reggie. Quickly, take that from underneath. Take that from underneath the table for me. What's that? Saying nothing, me. So let it be known, Reggie's being paid. No, listen. I think people have said in jest, and it's just got out of hand, and somebody can't be say anything to confirm there was no wrongdoings. No worries, Reggie. Well, you've won it 3 times. You know, names on that trophy. There's plenty of names on that trophy you can't see anymore. They've been polished out. It's that old. That is the 1977 trophy. Lovely trophy. So Aaron Davis breaking for Normans. We certainly predicted from the start of the weekend that the Normans would be getting to the final, and we wasn't wrong.
No, absolutely. As soon as I saw the lineup and which teams were here and which teams were missing, it was clear to me at that point that the Normans would take some stopping, but the Wolverhampton lads, or should I say Telford lads, Lewis Turner's team, were a good outfit with Craig Reynolds and Lee Whitfield and co. And that was an incredible match, 5-all penalty shootout, and worthy of being the final in my opinion. This guy's useful. Played him in Derby a couple of months back. This guy can play. He's decent stick. Ryan.
Just a quick look at the break there from Ryan. The white went flying into that right hand centre pocket.
Bang!
I think it was the right hand centre. Can we miss queuing? Looks like so much aggression in it. Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Got a great split, but it's no good getting a good split, Reggie, if that white goes in.
No, that's the whole point. Keeping the white on the table is the key. Getting a good split is all well and good, but if the white disappears, the good splits then is handed over to your opponent, and sit there and just watch the balls disappear. It's torture. It really is. It's got to make this chance count. He'll take that. That's okay. Can still get around to the last red. Would have been, obviously, he would have preferred to have been straighter on this ball, but he can still flick this over into the yellow corner pocket or the green, either way. Just go both ways. And that, he's unlucky. He's underdone it by 2 inches further, and he's perfect. Frame over, I would have said, but now he's in trouble. He's in big trouble now. No worries, Matt.
So I know you can't ask everything, Reggie. We forget some things sometimes, but is that Charlie's first major title?
I think so, yeah, I believe so. Ryan just kicking himself there, just a bit of fit, just a tad harder. The frame's at his mercy now. You can't really see Aaron letting him off the hook. That would have been just the start that the Yorkshire lads would have wanted there. There's work for Aaron to do. Though. Obviously, the yellows aren't set ideally at this point. So, but in the position that he's got, I'd be very surprised if he was to surrender the frame. That's good shots. Keeps the. He's trying to go 2 cushions and drop him behind the red. Didn't quite manage that, but he's got second best. He hasn't given a foul, so.
Get a few nice comments here, Reggie. You've not got the chat on.
Sorry?
Matt Beamer, great weekend, lads. Cheers, Reggie Gill.
Yeah, Matt Beamer, I've seen that. Thanks very much.
Andrew Whittle-Derrick, just to say thanks to Reggie and Wayne for the stream and commentary this weekend. Had a good laugh. Well, we do try. We do digress a little bit, you know.
It is on Phil James asking. It's on YouTube as well, isn't it?
It's been on YouTube all weekend. Yeah.
Thanks, Wayne Littlewood and Andrew Whittle-Derrick.
I've had a problem with the scoreboard, as you know, but these things do happen sometimes. Not a lot you can do about it.
No, nobody's perfect, Wayne. You're not far off, but nobody's perfect.
Well, you try to be.
Where's the Lancashire lip gone?
He'll have gone by now. I think they'll have all be heading back towards Preston Way for probably a drink or two. I'm not sure. Charlie's not old enough for a drink, is she?
No,
she'll be on the
16.
orange. Yeah,
16.
16, is that all?
Yeah, she's old enough. No, sorry, she can't go into a public house.
Well, she can, yeah, you can.
She can't have any alcohol.
Well, she can as well. If she goes for a meal tonight, and she's with her parents,
she can.
She can have a glass of cider or a glass of wine.
With the parents.
With the parents, yeah.
And that's all good then.
It's all good. Only one. Don't want too many.
No worries, Phil James.
Cheers, Phil.
No,
well,
hashtag room 14.
Everybody says it. There's a couple, 2 or 3. I don't mind saying it because I will say it's what's right, Reggie. There is 2 or 3 good streamers out there.
Definitely.
We all try and do our best. That's for sure. There's 1 or 2 people out there that just like to knock and the heads grow, but we just try to do our best. We hope you've all enjoyed it. If you haven't, there's not a lot we can do about it. We do try. But
Roberto, Aaron's not pro. At the end of the day, you can play for him, but he's not a professional. It's an amateur event, so as long as you haven't turned pro, you can still participate in the event.
And I think, and I'm not knocking them at all because it's happened all through the years. Since I've been playing pool, there's been players, even good friends of mine, that won't play internationals or won't play county because it restricts them from certain competitions. Like you say, likes of Aaron Davis, who else we got in that team? Young Keane, maybe he's borderline on but Aaron's a international, or he was. I don't know if he still is. He was an EPA international. You got Matt Brealey. If he was to turn pro, or if he's the standard. But a lot of players don't bother because there's more pickings to be had. It's very hard to police. It's very hard to decide if you don't play it whether you're that standard or not. You just got to draw a line. But it's certainly a very good side. But this McGuinness's side is there no mugs. We'll just go through the team players. We've got Ryan Brooke, Sam Grimshaw, Russ Horbury, Mick McGuinness. Is he the chap that owns McGuinness's Sports Bar?
Could be.
And John Mayher. Yeah, there's just 5 of them. They've written down for the second one as well. It's all the same. And for Normans, well, there's just 5 of them there as well. We saw them previously on stream this weekend. Aaron Davis, Kean Moynihan, Matt Brealey, Paul Tickle, and bringing up the rear, Del Redmond. Apparently Del, in I think it was his quarter final, come out with an absolute worldy finish to give him a chance of a black ball shootout.
No, that was last 16 against.
Was it last 16? I know it's over there. Yeah, it was
Lewis Turner, their side.
Right, okay. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yep.
Wolverhampton lads.
Yeah, it was the Wolverhampton lads. And then Dell potted the final black. Again, didn't touch the sides.
Yeah, he dished up. He did that in that match.
I didn't see
to
it.
Bring it to 5-all.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but apparently it was a worldie. But there you go. So quite a few people joining us now. We are streaming live to Facebook. Well, we have been all weekend. So if you want to watch it on your tellies, we've got it on Facebook as well. YouTube as well. Did I say Facebook? So we've got it on both. And Aaron does, or he's doing what he does quite often.
Yeah, 1-0.
Clearing up.
Ryan a bit disappointed there. He, like I say, had a good chance there to nick that for them, put the team 1-0 ahead. It never happened. 1-0.
So here we go. Yes, Mike, I get what you're saying, but it's certainly within the pool world. We've said it for years. It's going to be a long time before pool players will earn enough to earn a living out of it.
Okay, frame 2, 1-0 to Normans. He's up and running, he's made a ball.
Asha Elizabeth is asking who's on playing next.
She's John Mayer's girlfriend, partner. Sorry, I just went to the boys' room there. Asher, just come back. It's Kean Moynihan, obviously, against Sam Grimshaw. Russ Horbury third. Mick McGuinness will be fourth. And your partner, John, is on anchor leg in the first set.
Bringing up the rear.
Absolutely. Martin McIntosh is with us again, having a look at this one.
Has he come to learn something? Does he need to? I don't think he does.
I don't think he needs to. It'd be nice to see Martin bring a team down at some point to Bapto, I think.
Yeah.
It's not a million miles to travel from Scotland to
he's up in Aberdeen though, isn't he? That's like really high up. That.
Yeah, but Martin likes getting on the old Flybe up and down and get...
Does he use Flybe? He's got shares
he
in it.
He likes Flybe. Martin's not shy to travelling. He's a good lad. He'll travel. A lot of players won't travel. They want the home games all the time, that type of thing. Martin's, no stranger to travelling around. Fair play to him. That's gone a little bit awry for Kean there.
Those of you that are tuned in.
He's in trouble here. It's total snooker.
Yeah. Those of you that are tuned in, if you don't mind pressing that share button, bottom left hand corner, be much appreciated. And I must apologise about the scoreboard. It's not my normal one. Well, there's been a few technical issues with it this weekend. I thought he'd got it. He has. He's going to go. It seems to suck it in that corner pocket. If he gets anywhere near that lip.
Just took my ice cream. There we go. Offside cushion. With a bit of gear. I can't believe that's how wide that was, and it still went in.
He might play this off the yell rear. It's got a big pocket. It doesn't go into bottom left as we were looking before. Yeah.
That's worked out an absolute treat. Off the yellow, hit the other yellow and hold the white. And it couldn't have worked out much better than it has, really. I mean, alright, if it came back up the table and left him a straight red, I mean, that would just be outrageous, but he'd be happy that he's got a shot at this red. He can cut this in and maybe come round the back, but there's traffic here. He's chose to play the double. But he's been unlucky.
So
he's
lucky.
Hit the yellow, and again he's snookered. He needs to be careful. He wants to make sure of the hit. Minimum requirement needs to hit it, because with giving ball in hand, it'd just be up too easy then for the opponent just to push the first ball down the rail put it over the office and just tap them all in. So he could do with hitting this, really.
I've just seen your message from earlier, Reggie.
What's that?
Should they be on 2 tables? I presume that was the match.
Yeah, that's right.
No, they shouldn't have been, really, but...
He's given the foul. He's lashed out at that, really, but...
Well, it's just frustration, obviously, because he was out of position a couple of shots before, and he knows that if he doesn't hit it, he's going to give game away. Yeah.
So that first frame by Aaron proving to be very important, because based on what's just happened here, if this rack goes, it could have been 2 zip down, but instead there could have been... It looks like it could go 1 apiece. I'm not convinced with that shot at all. I really ain't. I'm a bit very surprised with that shot.
Did I tell you before? My little boys team won 5-2.
Oh, they won fire. Well, he's on fire, isn't he? All that.
Annihilated them. And that's what you do with bullies. You
bash them up on the park.
Bash them up in the right way. And they was a bit physical when I got there. Dirty buggers.
Yeah, but you sort them out though, Wayne, that's the main thing.
Oh, I'll see if he's... I put a nice little post on Facebook. 1 or 2 people tuned in might have seen it, but we'll see if his dad replies in there.
He's just got to be careful here. At the end of the day, even if he doesn't clear up this time, he just doesn't need to be don't give the frame away. Okay, if you run out of position or you're not sure whether you want to take finish on, just don't give the game away. That's the main thing. It's an important frame. Second, 1-0 down. Great chance to even things up. Put your team back on parity. Seems to me like he's very edgy out there.
What happened there, Reggie?
He's been lucky there. I don't think the black cut's for him.
Hey, there's one. Have a look at this.
He's done a
quickly.
Right jab.
Well, he cut the jaw again. We keep thinking they've hit the back of the pocket,
the
but
problem is
they're not getting it in the middle.
The reason that didn't go in is because it didn't hit the heart of the pocket, and the bunkers on the middle bag. And I'm looking at it here without the stream, and the cushion actually goes further in past the line of the drop of the pocket, and that's what's causing all the problems. You think when it's sort of going over that line, it's going to hit and drop. But the bunker's running past the line of the pocket, past the line of the slate.
So just black.
It's not cut very well at all, and he could cut it, the stream's deceptive. 2-0.
So, Brian Moss, or Brypod Moss, as he's known on Facebook.
Is that Brypod Moss, is it?
Yeah.
It's the referee.
Yep, the referee waiting for the players to
okay, it's Matt Really for the Normans. And his opponent, Russ Horbury. Yes, exactly. Phil couldn't have put it better. It was a criminal first shot, the way he's played that ball, but it just shows you the pressure of that situation. He's not handled it well at all. It was basic stuff just required there. Just bring the ball out and just tap everything, and it was 1 each. I know it's easier sat here to say that, but I don't believe that was the most, it's far from being a tough situation to be in. It was fairly straightforward. I expected him to do better than that, and put his team clearly on the back foot now, 2-0 down, and in desperate need of trying to get back into this. But with 2 good chances there, and the first 2 frames could be 2-0 up themselves, and
that's what they're playing for, Reggie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some names on that trophy.
That's a beautiful camera angle. There it is. I wish you could zoom in a bit more, but I took a few pictures of the bottom of the trophy, the names on the bottom. It's just nice to see. I think one year they called us the Chestnut Daredevils, and I think on the it says Dirty Daredevils on it. And of course, way back in 2003 to win it, I think we were called the Royal Standard that year when we played our team, 7-man from Derby, beating Yorkshire in the final.
We can't read them. They've been polished out, a lot of the names.
They're there when you look up close, but
if you know, you can make them out, but they've had a bit of polishing.
There's some great teams that have won that coveted trophy there. Trust me, there's some great names on there.
Trent trophies will be on there, I would thought.
I'm not sure if I've ever seen Trent trophies on that, because they were always world rules, weren't they?
Well, there was world rules, but I'm sure they had a team that they sponsored Trent trophies in Blackball. I'm sure they did.
Yeah, exactly, Phil. Only ever missed one ball in the entire career from the sofa.
Andrew Whittle, Derek's asking if they're using a stop clock. All the finals are under the timer. Is it right? I don't know. Sometimes when you've played every other round without the clock, do you really need to? I think from a viewer's perspective, and not only that, when you do get to a final, you do tend to see the finals take sometimes, not all the times, but take a little bit longer because there's a lot at stake, but you don't want them taking too long over shots when they're on TV because people get bored of it and switch off. So they are on timer.
Yeah, Matt Braley's going about his work here well. Good shot that. Good shot, made a good chop down the rail there, and he's in good shape here. And I just wonder if he'll risk going down the rail and trying to flick the yellow onto the red and hope to come out. It probably could hope to come out and be on the the red that's nearest the yellow spot if he plays that shot. Just depends on how much pace he puts on it as well, to be fair. Here we go.
Try to play it measured.
Yeah, he's played it measured, and he's got a good result there because obviously, if as long as it isn't touching, he should be able to cut this in.
I'll have a look from above.
Can't see if it's touching or not.
It's close, that Reggie. But he's playing away from it, so
there's a little gap, Wayne, just enough for him to chop that in. If he can chop this in and negotiate sort of top cushion, side cushion, and somewhere between the black and yellow, that'd be perfect.
Brian's having a good look at that.
Oh, hit the yellow 4 ball, that's even better. It's plumb now. This is a great chance now for 3-0.
Yeah, I was just saying, Reggie, Brian was having a right good look at that, but how can you tell if you've pushed that? Do you know what I mean? Because you're playing across it anyway. Or your cue's going away from the
Moyles maker, Kevin Moyles. How you doing?
Is he back again?
He's just
He's like a bad penny, Reggie.
Yeah, he's checked in as the Moyles maker. He's here watching Bapto final 2019, and Matt Braley's done a great job with this finish. Very measured approach, and
wrong scoreboard.
It looks for all the world now it's going to be 3-0. Those 2 early chances that the South Yorkshire team had and didn't take are magnified now by the fact that Matt is going to clear these and move further clear at 3-zip.
Do you know what I'm going to do, Reggie? I'm going to do something here. I'm going to improvise.
You're going to improvise.
I'm going to improvise here because I don't like that old scoreboard. It's back in the day, but I have got a problem with mine speaking to the laptop. So they must have fallen out. They're not talking. So I'm going to do something now that might just. We'll see. It's all right. Don't you worry. The viewers can't see that.
Just dollied that in, he's okay. May have to bridge over the yellow, but I can't see him missing this black.
If this works, Reggie, I'll tell you what, I'm a genius.
It's there, that's 3-0. Really, can't argue with that. He's moving ever closer to getting their hands.
3-0, have we forgot to put a score on? We must have.
Sorry.
3-0. Look at that, Reggie.
Absolutely.
Oh, I need to get that off. 1 second.
3-0 to the Normans, and like I say, within touching distance of getting the hands on the trophy, the title again. 7 years since they last won the Bapto title. I think 2012 over at Rill, or should I say down in Rill.
How many times have you asked him? Del Redmond got his hands on this trophy previously? Is it twice before?
Well, he's won it twice with the Normans, but it wouldn't surprise me if he was in another outfit, probably down the years, and maybe got his hands on it before.
I think Matt Brearley was in the same side. Maybe Paul Tickle as well.
No, they were, the 11 and 12 side was Paul Tickle, Brearley, Delboy Redmond, Goffey, who does the photography. There's another lad, I think he's called Woody. I think somebody Wood or
Right, okay. Paul Wood.
it could be. Yeah, he looks. He's got like a tan all the time and jet black hair.
There's a Paul Wood from around that area that's a decent player.
It's probably I think that'd be him. It was that same team that won it in 11. In 11 and 12. Sorry.
All right. Oh no! Wait a minute. We're gonna have to go back to the other one in a minute, Reggie. I'll change it. Why didn't somebody tell me?
Oh, you've got something to get.
Right. It's because I gave up on the scoreboard before, but I'm going to persevere with this.
Yeah, it's a Normans obviously versus the. Well, I haven't got the scoreboard right in front of me, or the monitor. It's to one side, so I can be forgiven for that, and I don't do the technical side, so I'm going to hide behind that fact. I just commentate. But it will soon be rectified, people. No big drama. Is there an eye missing? McGuinness. Slackrackers. That's it.
No, there's an eye there, Reggie.
Sorry?
There's an eye there.
There is now. It's a ball in hand. Another chance. Not a bad one neither. Reds look okay to me. That's opened it up nicely. And it's put a yellow safe on the side rail at the same time, so just needs to pop the red and draw the white back out. Or is he going to top it through? He's topped it through. Not too sure about that. That's got a little bit AWOL there. Already he's lost the white already after 2 shots. And at 3-0 down, can ill afford many more mistakes, really. It's a good part. Recover the situation. He can pop the red into middle, run through, hit the yellow, just to the side of the red, and be playing probably the one below the black after into the bottom right.
How we're looking now, Reggie? Is that better? Oh,
Absolutely.
No, no, I know why. I need to just update that again.
There we go. Somebody's just Mark McClellan. So Woody, Steve Bowman, Danny Evans, Steve Goff, Del Redmond.
Danny Evans, that's one.
Running a good few years back. Yeah, 11 and 12. That was.
That's all right, isn't it, Reggie? Are we right now?
Yeah, we're good. Ash, we'd like to put the 3 on the other side, but sadly, I don't think the Normans would be too pleased if we change the score around. They wouldn't find that amusing looking at the scoreboard that somebody's put 3-0 to the other side.
I think they'd suss it. Somebody's knocked that camera. I'll sort it in a minute.
Oh, what's wrong with the camera?
There, that there. It wasn't like that. It's knocked.
It's not.
It's been knocked towards the right. Like that. Was that you? That's you with the hand on the table already. It's you.
No, I'm trying to correct it now.
All right.
There you go. Look. How's
Whoa,
that?
whoa.
How's that?
Well, I'll tell you in a minute.
That looks okay to me. Not too bad.
That's all right.
There you go. Magic touch, skill factor to the rescue. You can almost sense it. The Normans getting closer and closer to a third Bapto title in this decade. 11, 12, and is it going to be 19? It's a hit, but very much at Paul Tickle's mercy now, having failed to clear when he pulled the trigger at the start. Take it easy, have a safe journey home. And that's a good shot. Brought the yellow into play. Further out, should I say. And I mean, he could actually be 1 or 2 here. He's got options. He could take the one down the rail at this point if he really wanted to. Well, a little bit of work to do. Obviously, they're not Mary Ploppins or Dolly mixtures or whatever you want to call them, but 3 or 4 minutes ago it was starting to look like the other chap could clear the table and win the frame, but now it's beginning to look more and more like with every shot that Paul's going to take control and get to the winning post in this frame first. That's a good shot.
Steady player, isn't he?
Yeah,
very steady.
Yeah, it's good again. Good shot because he's. I mean, I'm looking at this table. I'm thinking he's having a look at obviously where he perhaps would like to put his whiteys and dink the yellow in along the top cushion. Obviously striking down, bridging over the red. Ideally, he'd like to just pop this yellow, go into the cushion and hit the red, and finish straight on the yellow to middle, so he can just run through to land on the last yellow down the rail. Just a bit aside, just off the cushion and cannon the red. No, he's decided to go the other way and bring the yellow into play. But it hasn't worked out ideal. Question is, can he pot it and can he avoid the in off the middle? Close for sure, and whether he may be able to pot it and hit the knuckle, but that may send the wide up the table, so he's not ideal here.
Before we get close to the end, Reggie, I just need to go and ask Rob. I'm going to give him a microphone, so I need to make sure he knows. You know, when he's doing a presentation.
Yeah.
So you'll probably do an interview while they're setting the table up in the background.
That's fine, yeah.
And then one of the microphones will pass to Rob.
That's a great shot. So he could avoid it, and he's caught obviously into the knuckle, but it's sent the white in a favourable position. He's just got to pot the yellow. I mean, this is just natural. It's drop the yellow and you're guaranteed to be on the black. Just pot the ball. If you fancy even punching it, you could punch this and come off the side cushion and back out if you really didn't want to just roll it, but I can't see him doing that. Just drop this in. I just hope that those that do the England thing, set up that type of thing, don't do what they've done this year and have an England event over in Ayia Napa or wherever else, Napa Ayia or God knows where, you know, and take away a large section of players onto international duty, that type of thing for next year, because if there's one thing this tournament did miss, there was quite a few people missing who perhaps normally would have come to this event. So that for me needs to be addressed. It's a prestigious event. It's arguably the big, well, I'd say it's the biggest event on the blackboard calendar. Since 1977, Bapto has been going now in its 43rd, 44th year. So it's disappointing that it's clashed like that, and that needs to be addressed for me, 100%. So if anyone is listening that's to do with that governing body, they need to address that and try not to let it clash with this event. It's been a great tournament, to be fair, all said and done. Even taking away the fact a lot of people were missing an England event, going to the England event in Cyprus, but
why would you want to do that, Reggie?
Yeah, I know. I've just mentioned it, Wayne, on the stream, and obviously a lot of people have been listening. And it needs addressing. It really shouldn't. It really shouldn't have happened, in my opinion.
No, I get maybe that the hotel might not have been available next week or whenever it might be, but when you're taking up the option of clashing it with an event that's long established like this, it's not affected. I'm not saying it because it's affected this, because it hasn't, because this was full anyway, you know what I mean, but yeah. It just does. There is a few people that probably would have come, regulars that would have come, that haven't, so just doesn't make, on the top table, Colin, he's left early. I don't think he'll be doing that again.
And he's here, Colin, always right till the death, isn't he, Colin, every year?
Yeah.
Right till the end, signing the cheques, giving out the money. Yeah. That's what he's had to go this morning because of that because somebody decided to put it on this weekend. I just can't believe whoever it was that did that.
It's just I don't know. People sometimes they just don't want to see the bigger picture, which is accommodate everybody. It's not hard, is it? I'm sure they could have had it. Around about this time, give or take a couple of weeks either side. On the summer season over there, well, I won't say it is finished. I know people have got hotels in Greece that have already posted.
They probably chose.
They've already posted that they're shut now for winter.
Yeah, that's the reason why they probably chose that location, because
it's
free, it's shut, which means you're going to get it at the right price, and still make a shed load of money because you get it at the right price, but that doesn't mean you pass that saving on to the players and the people that are spending money.
No, yeah, exactly.
I'm not calling anybody when I say that. I'm just giving my opinion on why I believe it was booked for that week, because it's going to be a financial thing for me.
Yeah, of course it is. Like you say, it'll be a lot cheaper because there's nobody about over there, so all businesses
they
welcome.
Just want bodies, don't they? They want bodies in.
Businesses welcome.
Coin it in, sort of thing, when the summer season's over.
So, what you're saying, Reggie? Are you saying that the players are paying like normal standard rates, and the organisers are getting a backhander or something, or whatever?
No, what I'm saying is, if you get a deal, to get the venue for a cheap price because it's dead at that time of year.
Yeah.
The organisers, etc., the people that pay for the book it all, aren't going to turn around and pass that big saving on to the players and say, actually, it's only going to cost you this much because we got it really cheap. Yeah, of course. So, of course, they're just going to look at it from a financial side and say, well, we want it on that week because it benefits us and it puts money into our coffers.
Yeah. Otherwise, you just have it whenever, and you wouldn't clash with somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just think, in the light of respect to this event, it's such a prestigious event, they should give their heads a wobble there and think, actually, we don't need to be doing that. This is a great black ball event. It's a great tournament. It's a great event.
That's the word there you just said, Reggie, black ball event. It's a black ball competition that's clashing with another black ball competition.
Yeah, so come on. I mean,
crazy.
Needs to give their head a wobble. They really do. I think this is going to be 5-0.
Yeah,
ominous.
This still is absolutely disgraceful at times, the way he clears the table. He does it time and time again.
Del Boy Redmond, homing in on a third title. Closer and closer with each shot to the title now. You can only feel a little bit sorry for the lads, the other team, because those early chances have proved very, very costly. Not taking those chances.
Yeah, without a doubt. Certainly the first frame.
Good bunch of lads as well, Ryan, John, them lads. Good, nice lads, and as I say, it just shows you might get that half chance or that one chance against a good outfit, but you're not going to keep getting chances.
Ryan, is it Ryan's missus that was part of the Orange Media team?
No, I'm not sure.
Who's on now for McGuinness?
No, it's John. It's
John.
About John Asher Elizabeth.
Right, yeah, it's John Mayer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that's the one that was commenting before. Now I'm with it.
Yeah, it's 5-0, so it's just, as I say, it's beginning to look obviously ominous now that for the McGuinness slack rackers, but they've had a great run, like I say, to get to this final of this tournament and done themselves proud.
Norman's leading 5-0. 1 frame away from, as Reggie says, taking the third title here at the Bapto. Twice in Rill.
Twice in Rill, and it's beginning to look likely that it's going to be a third title, and for the first time for them here at the Norbrecht Castle, which arguably for me is the best tournament venue I think out there. Bar none. Those high ceilings, even in the hottest months, make it very bearable, make it okay to play. Yeah, but I've been to some of these other ones, and Yarmouth in special, I always say it about Yarmouth, it's just a sweat box.
Yeah.
It's a sweat box.
I can't remember now because it's that long ago since I've been. Can't remember what it was like. And what I do remember about Yarmouth, he was always in a caravan right at the other end, or whatever, you know what I mean? Very rarely did we cop for one close by. Once we got the chalets at the back. This is perfect. It's all in one building. The pool tables are all in one room. No sticky carpets, just a sticky floor. The floor's not too bad actually.
No, the floor, as I say, on the first day we noticed there was a splash and all that, and I said to you, somebody's walked in and it's taken it round the room, and it's got dirty and sticky. They've got rid of that.
It's a busy place. Well, I don't know what he's trying there. What was he trying there, Reggie?
He's tried, just drop that in off the far knuckle, but
off the knuckle.
These bags...
They're not going to go in off the knuckle. Did you not know that?
Yeah, exactly. Then these are not Supreme winner tables. These are based on Sam Leisure, based on them 9-ball tables in the middle. So
we know what 9-ball tables are like when them balls catch the jaws of the pocket. Straight out. They don't go.
Yeah. Well, that could be all she wrote, you know, that last shot for Ryan. That could be his last shot and the team's last shot. Aaron Davis won't be taking any prisoners, he never does. And he'll be looking to put a conclusion to this match right here, right now. The room's pretty much empty now, and it's just a matter of getting this one match done and dusted. Everybody else, I think, has collected their money, trophies, and gone. Well, have they collected the trophies, the rest of the people? I think they have, yeah.
Yeah, they're for the
all the other teams,
finals, winners and runners up.
Yeah, the plate final and everything's all been done. I think did the cue ball lads win the plate final? I think they did. You know, the cue ball lads from Derby won the plate final.
Did they? I don't know. I know it was over there, but
it was over there. They were winning. They were comfortable. Yes, so I think they may have won the plate final, which is always good. He's still in the driving seat here. Ryan's got it all to do, to be fair.
Wayne Littlewood says the middle banks have been horrific all weekend. Well, I won't say they're horrific. The balls do go. you just can't catch the jaws.
Evening, Jason. The Lancashire Lip. Yeah, he needs to try and fetch that yellow or fetch the red out, play this yellow.
I don't think he's as bad as you say he is. I like Jason.
No, I like Jason. He's the Lancashire Lip, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a character.
Absolutely, the game needs characters. You know.
A nuisance, but he's a nice lad.
Well, he'd certainly give it his all, you know, in the commentary box, trying to outdo me and out.
Was he? I'll have to listen back to it.
Yeah. No, he says, I don't mind. It's nice to.
I'll tell you what else he's given as well. He's given a lot of knowledge to young Charlie McDonough. Oh dear.
Yeah.
That's 6-0 all over, and it's not the nicest way to lose a match. But
and that's all she wrote. Mine clearly, thanks very much for that. What happened? Yeah, Cue Ball did win the plate. Yeah.
So before you all run away, just remind you that Reggie is going to go and capture the team captain from Normans. It might not be the team captain, actually. It might be Matt Brealey again. We did interview him before when he was on stream earlier in the weekend. So he's going to do a little bit of an interview with him. So while we're waiting for him to set up and get him over here, before we do the presentation as well, I'll just put this on for now.
Okay, firstly, I just want to say congratulations to Normans. I must point out, and I've said it on the stream, 3 times champions in this decade as it moves to a close. How does that feel, guys? Firstly, Paul, put the mic a bit closer.
Yeah, it's good. We've played together now for 10, 12 years. Same team, same lads. Don't see each other that much anymore, but obviously just come together for these comps and play well together. So yes.
I've got to get this in. Are you glad that my team didn't come?
No, I wish you was here, Reggie, because it's obviously it's easier to beat you guys.
I wanted to get that one in. Anyway, but yeah, I know, obviously, having met you guys a few years ago, I was there when you won the second one on the bounce at Rill in 2012 in a shootout in dramatic circumstances against a very good Scottish outfit. And obviously, with a gap of 7 years now, and getting your hands on that title again, obviously for a third time, you know, and it's, as I say, some people don't get to win these things once in in all the years. So it's in that respect a very, very special achievement, and I am absolutely disappointed. And I want you to just comment on this: the tournament that the England situation with Cyprus was put on this week. I felt very disappointed that, with that being a black ball organisation, that they've allowed that to happen. That did disappoint me, and I think it's took away, to a sense, certain players that perhaps would have come to this event. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, really, and you wouldn't think that they'd go and do something like that, clashing event, you know, because you miss out on the likes, you know, Steve Webster assuming, you know, obviously they were going to put a team in it and a lot of other top players, and it's not what you want, really. You want the best people here, don't you, really? You want the highest standard.
Absolutely. Overall, would you say, looking at this weekend, winning the title again, and you look back at the previous conquests, would you say your performance this time, obviously with Aaron Davis coming into the side? Aaron, can I ask you to just come in and just share this moment with us, please? Aaron Davis coming to the side. Cian Monaghan obviously wasn't in the side back then in 2012. How does it feel to play with these guys, Aaron, being brought into the side and to do the job you've done?
I mean, like, for Interleagues or World Rules, I've been playing for this team since I was
I know
like
that,
12 years
but
old.
not in a black ball events.
Obviously-
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Obviously, obviously really happy to come and join this team because it's such a good team in it.
Yeah.
We actually beat some good teams today as well.
Oh,
We had
absolutely.
The black ball shootout as well.
Yeah, well, that
We
outfit
got all
from
our balls in
Telford.
that, so I think we deserve to win anyway this week, and we all played well.
I would say so overall. You know, I'm in a way that you played. You won. You basically showed a lot of fighting spirit to come back against Lewis Turner's team from the Telford area, the Black Country Boys, and that match in itself was worthy of being the final. I think most people felt that having watched it. It's a great game, and you guys really dug in when you had to. You hadn't been tested really up until then.
Yeah.
That was the one where time to roll up the sleeves and show your mettle.
Yeah, it was.
So great response, and ultimately it's come down to getting the job done, and you've done that. Been professional about it all weekend, gone about your business, and got to the holy grail of, I should I say, the biggest prize in Black Ball. I class it as a team event, the Bapto title. So finishing off by saying a massive congratulations. Cian, can I just ask you to come out here, please? Come out here. This is one of those you need to be here. No, you need to be here. Can I just ask Cian to give us a few words? Youngest member of the team, Cian Monaghan, this year obviously has thrilled many with his exploit at the Tome shootout. I have to get that one in. But how does it feel, Cian? I'll ask you the same question. To come into this side, obviously I know you lads are all well aware of each other, you know each other, but to come into this team and to be part of this moment, how does that feel for you?
Yeah, it's brilliant, mate. I can teach these lads a lot, you know, they've learned a lot playing with me this weekend.
Forever the proverbial joker, that's what we like about him. He's like the next Craig Lakin in a conveyor belt. Had to get that one in, but
that's not a compliment, Reggie.
But in all fairness, it's a team game. You've played your part. You've made. You say.
No, but I learn a lot playing with these in team events. It's different to any other pressure.
Absolutely, you know? And on a final question, will it be the same five that come back to give it a go to defend this title? And
I only get in the team if someone drops out.
Love this guy, I really do, honestly.
Cheers,
I for one, on a final note, would like to say, actually, Del Boy, can I just ask you, can I ask you to come in just for a few words? Well, Del Boy's happy where he is. He's part of the team. He was there in 11 and 12, as was Paul, as was Matt. And, of course, these two have come in and done a great job. And so, finally, I'm going to close this by saying, listen, congratulations. I'll shake your hands. Well done.
Cheers,
Third
Reggie.
title in 10 years for the Normans. Fantastic achievement. And I'll walk over and shake Del's hand as well. Well done, mate. Fantastic. Well done to the Normans, champions, your champions 2019.
Thank you very much, Reggie. Thank you very much, Team Normans. Massive well done. Just stick with us for an extra couple of minutes or so. We will be doing the presentation. So don't go too far away. I'm not going to go and turn off and come back again. We will stay live. So it will only be a few minutes' time. So just bear with us. Dudley on top table is going to be announcing the two teams, the runners up and the winners. Just give them a radio mic. He is a bit of a distance away, so hopefully it works okay. If it doesn't, we'll just have to turn him off. But yeah, just bear with us and we'll sort it out in a minute or two. bear with us. Hopefully that microphone what Dudley's got is not too far away, and you'll be able to hear every word he says. Do apologise. The technical stuff was not. As you can tell, it wasn't rehearsed. There we go. Maybe we might get somewhere now. Hopefully that microphone is close enough, but if not, we've got the... I'm not getting... So, well played, Team Normans. Unlucky commiserations to McGuinness's Slackrackers. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody that's been and helped on the stream this weekend, and none less than the Mr. Reggie Gill himself, the number one commentator in my eyes. His knowledge is absolutely second to none. So thank you very much, Reggie. It's been a pleasure working with you all weekend.
The pleasure's all mine, Wayne. I'll do it again in a heartbeat. It's been an absolute pleasure working for Wayne and being able to sit here and watch it all unfold in front of my eyes. And we did tip the Normans, me and you,
From the start,
and they had a real scare against the Lewis Turner's team, but apart from that, they pretty much just cut through the whole tournament to the winning post.
With ease, yeah. So thank you very much,
That's
Reggie.
about it. Yeah, thanks very much.
Safe journey home.
Yeah, I'm just going to get home and
Takeaway tonight, is it takeaway?
It's got to be, and I think I'm just so glad I've not got an early start tomorrow. So there you go.
Days. Win-win. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Wayne.
See you again.
So that's it. It's good night and sleep tight. Laters.
Safe journey home, everybody.